Hello, everybody. So, as you may have noticed, prior to the two pop-up videos that appeared just before Christmas, the channel went on a spontaneous random hiatus. Now, this was not planned. Like, we did not intend to go on hiatus, so here is what happened. On Sunday, December 10th, Brent, Danny, and myself had we had filmed 2 episodes of the Fatal Frame playthrough with intention of uploading them on that Monday and Tuesday, and do 3 more videos on Tuesday night to upload Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then discuss the possibility of getting everything together for doing some content prior to Brent leaving for Christmas, so I could leaving town for Christmas, so I could upload videos in his absence. And well, we finished up the job. We titled the videos. We put the equipment away. And we went ahead and started out going about our business for the night. Brent and Danny went back to their respective domiciles, and I was doing my evening check of my email for the night, and I received a email from YouTube saying that we had lost access to advanced features due to being in violation of YouTube's community guidelines. This might not actually be the case, because I looked over every video, every live stream, and what little shorts we have, which I think is just the Coconut Conked video. Not a single video on the channel, pre-recorded, short, or live streamed, is marked as violating community guidelines. The only restrictions any of the videos have are the usual copyright claims from companies that are like, you can use our content, but you cannot monetize it. You know, because that's how claims work versus strikes. Anyway, and I know as far back as 2014, YouTube had a different layout, a different look, and there was a page where you could see whether or not your channel was in good standing with the powers that be. There was like, here's how many community guideline strikes you have. Here's how many copyright strikes you have. I can no longer find that page, so I cannot verify whether or not I am genuinely in violation of community guidelines. And I know for a fact that it's not a scam. It came from YouTube's official no reply email. It's all pretty and professional. If you guys want, I can do a follow-up video showcasing the email. Because the way that the email is structured, it's like, oh, you might not have done this or that, or you just might be in violation of community guidelines. Come on. We all know it's a thinly veiled, polite way of saying, we think you're in violation of the guidelines, but we're not going to tell you how or why. And this really goes back to the argument I tend to make about how YouTube is more obsessed with promoting politics. Would you please cut that out, Tigger? Thank you. Banging on cabinet doors in the kitchen. I'll explain what the hell I'm doing on the couch instead of the studio in a minute. Anyway, like, they're more obsessed with promoting their political views than actually running and fixing. Hello, Tigger. Running and fixing a channel. So running and fixing a website that has more holes in a piece of Swiss cheese, but is somehow held together much better than Twitch is. Like, you know me, I swear up and down with how backwards Twitch is. You couldn't even pay me to make content over there. Anyway, but yeah, so, I decided to film the Mario Kart video with Danny, and honestly, that 6-second jaunt of us dancing to the Snowland song that was complete spontaneity, because like I promised on camera, I would show her the music in full after the stream, so we did. Anyway, but all fun things aside, more or less, what we're looking at here is I was successfully able to upload the videos, so that's why I question whether or not I'm actually in genuine community guideline violation territory, because much like copyright strikes, I'm pretty sure the first punishment is a 30-day ban on videos, and these were uploaded in less than 30 days. So we know for a fact that we can still do uploads. I'm going to see what I can do about looking at some of the stuff on the website that showed me alternative methods of getting advanced features set up, like verification and shit, so that we can at least get, I don't know if like that verification will be a permanent thing or a temporary thing, but as far as I can tell, we are not in violation of community guidelines, despite YouTube claiming we are, and this is more or less why they need a more in-depth customer service. I mean, Google is a multi-billion-dollar company. They can afford to set up a phone line, get some people to work out of a warehouse, read out of a book, and answer the age-old question, if none of your videos are marked as in violation, if none of your videos have been taken down by YouTube, why is the system saying that you're in violation of something? So that is pretty much what happened. And because of this unintended hiatus, temporarily shutting down the whole channel, we are doing some behind-the-scenes work. For starters, we are planning on projects that we've been trying to work on but haven't been able to bring to fruition. We're still working on those behind the scenes, bring more content. But we are also in discussion because Fatal Frame has been going on longer than expected, we are planning on temporarily, if not full-time, increasing Let's Play uploads to 5 times a week, splitting them across 2 days a week, set aside the usual Saturday and maybe a Tuesday or something for the remaining 3. To at the very least get Fatal Frame wrapped up and move on to the next one. The whole reason that Metroid shut down on the old channel was because I was dealing with some cyber stalking, some harassment, and it was affecting my mental capacity to make content. And then when I decided to shoot the channel back up and running, I was in the process of moving. Nina had just called off the engagement, so I was like, you know what? New apartment, new channel. So maybe we'll bring Metroid Dread, bring the playthrough back, try to do the full playthrough. We'll see what we can do. And that's one of the parts where I do want to bring in community involvement. I have 2 questions in regards to Metroid Dread in particular, and that could have a standing on future videos. Should we do streams in 1 to 2 hour chunks of Dread because it's a bigger, longer game? Or should we increase filming time to roughly the 45-minute mark like we did, which would require a little excess work and do multiple shoots of filming throughout the day to make it work, but we could try to pull that off. Let us know in the comments below the best way to go about this, because one thing we are thinking about doing is bringing back not so much like the 2 Cracknuts stream series, but rather for an increase in content, occasionally do some live streaming, like maybe I dial Brent in on Discord so that on days that he works, he doesn't have to come over outside of filming related stuff. I could even get streaming shit done because occasionally Danny does come and crash here on the futon. So that would give us a good idea on what kind of videos should be streamed, what kind of games should be streamed, and what kind of games should be filmed, and whether or not people would be willing. I mean, most people aren't too keen on sitting through a longer than 30-minute live stream, but there's plenty true crime, like Coffee House Crime, or videos that do deep dives in horror or TV movie reviews can jump into 45-minute territory. I know I've sat through some 45, 50-minute to even hour-long videos for channels I like. So I want to hear from the community whether Let's Plays dialed up to 45-minute chunks would be acceptable and watchable. because we can bring that in to get through longer games quicker. Like I said, I do want to bring in some additional projects. Matt and I have been neglecting to work on behind the scenes, getting shit set up with his Xbox, with his Steam, building up to utilize Restream to do a new live stream series that we want to air sometime in the evenings, nights, or afternoons on Wednesdays. I gotta get with him on that, but so we're building up, to try and improve the channel. I know we always talk about it, and to a degree, we've been getting some projects like restarting Gaming Knuckleheads out, but some take longer than normal because Matt's out in Tennessee now. Brent has a full-time job, good friend, really great guy, but you couldn't pay him to make a living off of YouTube if you tried. I know the man well enough, so a lot of bringing more projects to life is built around everybody's schedule and availability. So I would like to get some of my other local friends who have more time on their hands or more flexible jobs to get in on the action and join in and become full-time knuckleheads of the channel. Because that's what we are. We are gaming knuckleheads. Knuckleheaded gamers. So let me just close out this channel update and hiatus explanation with what am I doing in the living room when the studio's all the way that way in what's supposed to be the dining area of this apartment. Mittens is what happened to... Mittens is the reason why I'm on the couch. Unfortunately, yes, Mittens, I'm talking... She's literally on the armchair looking up like, bitch, you talking about me? She has an aversion to litter boxes, and she's turned the studio space into her own personal litter box. And I'm sorry, but I don't want to deal with her deciding she has to go to the bathroom while I'm in the middle of Gaming Knuckleheads Talk episode or a non-gameplay related video that can be done out of the studio. So more or less, once Danny got the okay to bring the cats with her when she moves, her new roommates are down for that. So the fostering is still temporary, but the date of when Mittens and Tigger are moving to their new home is unknown. Until then, I'm going to be turning the living room where we do all the gameplay videos into temporary studio space for the duration of Mittens and Tigger's stay here. There's been a bit of an issue with Mittens as well as Tigger destroying the door that leads to my bedroom hallway. So Danny is trying to put a rush on letting the new roommates take the cats in before she moves in with them, but yeah. For the time being, this is going to be the studio space. I'm going to look into doing some thrift shopping. Instead of using the ottoman, try to get maybe a small table roughly the same height as the coffee table. Maybe I'll do a video tour of the whole setup of where everything is in regards to where we do our videos. But, let me know if you want to see that. Otherwise, yeah. So I have room to put the ring light up during filming sessions. So, yeah, that's pretty much what happened. We are planning on getting Gaming Knuckleheads Talk 2 days from the day of this upload is going to be Thursday, January 4th. If we don't have it up by then, we're going to have it up by the Thursday after. I got to look over some behind-the-scenes stuff, get the advanced features kicked up to make sure that we can run maximum 2-hour streams for games and whatnot. And to all my subscribers, Happy New Year. To everybody who watches the videos but doesn't subscribe, Happy New Year. And let's get Fatal Frame wrapped the fuck up, shall we? Bye for now.